Welcome to another episode of Greatman Ayilara teaching, where we seek simply to know. Please be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification button, and to share with your friends. Welcome to another episode of Greatman Ayilara teaching, where we seek simply to know. Please ensure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification button, and to share with your friends. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Greatman Ayilara teaching. I am welcoming you specially to this pretty much of a scary topic that we're going to be dealing with today. It's one of our question and answers, and I want to use the moment to appreciate every single one of you who have been sending in your query, the gray area of what you want to know to greatmanayilara@gmail.com. We've been doing a lot of researches and been liaising together. Some people will say, okay, I'm giving you the permission to share this or to speak about it openly. I want to learn it from you openly. Some will say, okay, can you just teach me alone? And sometimes we also spill it over. Today we are asking ourselves a question: if death is the ultimate, if death is the ultimate. You must have heard a lot of time that people speak to you as if death is the essence of living, as if we are here just to die. Well, I'm of a contrary opinion. And why am I of a contrary opinion? Even though I cherish the fact that we're going to die someday. But I think a lot of people are abusing the name or the word called death. A lot of people are abusing it. They see death as a shortcut out of their purpose for living. A lot of people, they just want a way out of this chaotic world, and they don't want to be a part of it. So what they use is the instrument of death to put an end to the very beautiful life that we are enjoying, their presence that we are loving. Look around you, there's a lot going on in the world right now. The planet is spinning without anybody behind it. Miracles are happening in your own body right now. Now, if you can't hear me, if you can't see me, you can hear me. And either you can hear me or see me, one thing is common to both: you are breathing. The miracle of breath alone is worth studying for the rest of your life. The fact that you could breathe in by yourself, you know what it takes to actually build a breathing machine? There's someone who had to breathe through manual oxygen. Now that's a miracle. If it takes a lot of stress and a lot of investment of cash and money to make one single human being breathe, why do you want to use the instrument of death to take the freedom of you breathing without stressing the whole world? Now, I wrote something on my Facebook page, and I'd like to read to you. Generated a lot of traffic, and so many people were thinking maybe it's a suicide note. It's so amazing that the most important aspect of our lives are the things that we are scared about the most. And when someone tries to talk about them, we think that they are trying to say goodbye to us. Now, I wrote something. I said, when I die, I'm reading to you now. I said, when I die, you are the first person to see this body. Do not expose it to further display. It is not an item for exhibition. It is a manure for soil. No casket is needed. No need to wash it with a special perfume. No extra penny on an expensive cloth in order to wrap it. Plant it in the ground where it came from on that very same day and leave no brick over it or name hanging around it. I have written and I'm still writing my name on the heart of people and on the sand of time where it will not be forgotten. Share whatever is left of my remaining and my belongings, if I ever kept any, to myself. No need for you to lie on my burial site. There won't be funeral, there won't be service of music or service of song. And the reason is because I don't want to disrupt the activities of the living with my own exit. We didn't come into the world together. Why should I disturb your activity? Because I'm dead. I will worry about my own afterlife. Don't worry about, okay, he's going to heaven or hell. Don't worry about that. I will worry about my own afterlife. I won't be dying as a Muslim. I won't be dying as a Christian. I won't be dying as an atheist. I was not born as any of these. No. So don't open any scripture by my burial site or my funeral day. They are not my manual for living and they will never be my succor for dying. If you really want to honor me, do it now while I am alive. If you really want to cook food, give it to me now while I'm still breathing. If you really want to give me clothing, clothe me now while I am alive. And when I'm dead, honoring me means doing good to those who are still alive. Don't waste any money trying to make party. And I'm not trying to give you a suicide note I wrote. I'm just trying to tell you that death is not a punishment for doing evil, nor life a reward for doing good. Are you ready for that day when you're going to give up the ghost? Now, a lot of people read that particular article of mine on Facebook and they were like, oh, so many called me and said, this is wrong. You sounded so scary. Are you preparing to die or something like that? And I'm like, okay, what about comprehension? Were you able to grasp what I just said? Now, I just told you and pointed your eye to the fact that death is not the ultimate for life. Life is the very ultimate of death. For what is the essence of me sleeping and not waking up and thinking I have made sense with my life when while I was breathing, I did nothing good for mankind? But look at around you today. The reason why you find people in mosques, the reason why you find people in churches, the reason why people consult herbalists, the reason why people are looking for spiritualists. A lot of people see me as a spiritualist. They think I have a superpower to raise the dead, to open the eyes of the blind, to heal the sick. Yes, I do. When you are sick, I get money for you. You go to the hospital, you heal yourself, and that's it. That's a miracle, right? All right. Now, the reason why you see a lot of people go around following these gurus, these marajis, these pastors, these bishops, having sleepless nights, and even sometimes going fasting and denying their body of food is because they are very scared of death. Now, remember, those who are scared of death are those who have never lived at all. I think you should be busy living, that the thought of death does not scare you anymore. I think you should be so full of life and giving the same life to other people that death, either ultimate or not, should not be something that bothers you. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, keep yourself busy. Have you heard this? Occupy till I come. Now, occupation means being useful to mankind. Don't worry about the coming of your death. It will surely come. Either you are old, it will come. That you are young, it will come. You are healthy, it will come. You are healed, it will come. You are sick, it will come. You travel on the sky, in the sea, under the sea, it will come. Death come everywhere and every time. Leave Nigeria, go abroad, leave Africa, go to Europe. Death kills people anywhere, anyhow. If you think you can run, death is faster than a furious person. If you think you are slow, it is slower than a tortoise. So death will come if it comes, yes. But you do worry yourself about dying, that you are useless when you are living? No, I don't believe so. The spirit of life does not give you a ding to be in this life so that you can worry about the day you die. No, it wants you to worry about the things you do while you are still alive. But there's something about religion that ties you so much to the things you fear the most. And one thing is that what we refuse to talk about is the greatest merchandise or the greatest product that people use to take advantage of us. We don't talk about sex that much. Are we paying for sex or not? We don't boldly talk about sex. We think sex is something so sacred. So people take advantage of our sexuality to mess our lives up. Sex shouldn't be something that is so sacred like that we can't talk about openly. But we dare not. Some of you don't even talk to your children about sex. So they get it wrong. Get it from everywhere. Get it from a wrong place. End up like one day I traveled home to see my mother. God bless her. And we were talking. And I was telling her that, Mama, when you die today, I bury you today. And she was like, why are you so in a hurry? I said, I don't want to display your body. It is not my happiness that you die. I don't want to be reminded that you are gone. And I'm not feeding anybody for coming to your funeral. And I'm not entertaining anybody. Said, why should I be happy that my mother died? You left me in this world. And she was like, no, when people come, you have to entertain them. I said, this is what I'm going to do with your body. The day you die, I hear. If I'm not there, I tell people to bury you on my behalf. If I'm around, I bury you immediately. I give you the last respect, and that's it. And the money I would rather use to bury you, spend and call people together to eat, I would rather invest it in the life of a child that is still alive, so that I will keep reminding that child that the reason why you have this money is because my mother gave up a ghost and you have access to this. And let that child live the rest of his life or her life knowing that someone died for him or her also. And she was like, wow, that's a better plan. I've never thought about that before. I said, it pays me to open a foundation in your name while you are still alive so that I can continue it when you are dead than for me to wait for you to die and give the world the best food. This is African mentality. We wait for our relatives to die before you show them love. Is death the ultimate? It shouldn't be our ultimate time to show love to people. But look at you right now. You wait for people to die before you put on your best clothes to go and see their dead body. They don't look at you anymore. They are gone. We wait for our relatives to die before we cook the best food for people we do not know, and they will still complain that it is not enough. Is that should death to be the time we show the ultimate form of sacrifice? But look at the world today. We are being ruled by the fear of death. And death should be something so enticing to you. It should be something that reminds you every single time about the reason why you are alive. Death should be something that reminds you every single time the essence of your living, because you ain't got no time. The clock is ticking. Do you know the clock is ticking? A child that was not born could die inside a mother's womb. Has she offended God? No. A day-old child dies. You look at yourself right now. You know how many of you went to high school? How many of you are alive today? Is it because they offended God? No. Some were born with some ailment, and that ailment killed them on time. You are not alive because you are not healed or you are not sick. You are alive because you can still carry your body from this day to the next day. So if you have the opportunity, don't say those who are dead are not loved by the spirit of life. If they have been harvested on time, make use of the breath that you have right now. What are you using it for? And do not ever have a part of people that come together to help you pray against death. What they are trying to tell you is, we want you to be useless in this world. When you become so mortally oriented and so physically attached that you don't want to release what you are for people when you are gone, or you are not preparing for your exit, it's as if you did not know why you are here at all. So that's why most of you gather so much properties, so much luxury. And at the end of the day, we call your name and you can't answer. And the house you call my house, my bed, my property, we even don't pay you there. We take you off there. We take you to a general place where people can pee on you, poo on you, do whatever they want to do on you. One day I look at myself, I said, I have clothes in my wardrobe. Is this me? I said, no. They are mine, but they are not me. And I said, I'm going to choose a life of simplicity, the best form of simplicity. I can put a wrapper all over my body and I can move out of my house. If you are scared of it, if you are angry about it, you go do something about yourself. I came into this world naked. Why should I attach so much importance to the things that I met here when I know I'm going to leave them? Should that be the ultimate reason why I am happy? It shouldn't be. Should I invest so much on the day I die and say, okay, when I die, I should be buried in a gold casket? When do I take things that befit me as a human being? Should it be when I die? Or should it be while I'm still alive? Surely it should be while I'm still alive. Religion makes you fear death so much that it does not tell you the truth that death is a good thing. So you are sick, you go to a camp or the other, you go to pray against death. While you are praying yourself against death, you are praying death for someone else. You pray for you to escape death. You pray for your enemies to meet death. You have forgotten that you yourself are also enemies of some people. What if they are praying that kind of prayer for you too? But then you think you are making sense with life, but your pastor, your sheikh, your imam, they are making sense with their own life. They are the one getting money out of all these things they used to scare you. Be as old as Methuselah, you will die. Be as young as Yeshua, you will die. Be as innovative as Steve Jobs, you will die. The best people in the world have died. The worst people in the world have died. The best people in the world are alive. The worst people in the world are alive. So death or life has nothing to do with what you do or what you don't do. It is just part of the experience that you are signed up for. The reason why you exhale and you inhale is because daily and per seconds, per nanoseconds, you are being taught that some things that was given to you can be taken from you. When you inhale, you take in life. When you exhale, you give up life. Every single second, you give up the ghost. But you are scared of death. Yet you die every single second. Imagine you inhale and you are not able to exhale. You are gone in the nanoseconds. But you do these things successfully every day. Single minute, single seconds. You die every single seconds. But yet you are scared of death. But do you know that death is what is keeping you alive? Can you see? That death is the essence why you are still alive. We call you a living being because you are dying gradually. What was never alive will never die. What is dead will never be alive. But we call you a living being because you are being a living. How? By dying and living in a nanosecond. Do you know how many times I've died while talking to you right now? And you're watching me right here. Do you know how many times you died and woke up right now? Because the moment you inhale, everything ceases and you exhale. Everything is activated again. You are dying and waking up every single nanoseconds, but yet you are scared of that one day you will not be able to. But this is what you do for the rest of your life, and that's why we know that you are alive. Should death be the reason why you're scared? No. Are you going to church because you don't want to die? You shouldn't. The essence of serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you bow down and all of those things, is it because you don't want to die? No, you don't even know the concept of these things. Why do you listen to me? You want to be alive forever? This is wrong. I would rather teach you how to die every single day than to teach you how to walk against death every day. It is more profitable to know the way of death than to know the way of saying, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Why are you scared? What are you scared of? That is your reality. Should it be so gangatwa and so important? Should that be something so metaphysical? Should it be so special for us to talk about and you begin to shiver? No, it shouldn't be. It's just something that normal human beings should know. So they give you holy water today, give you tomorrow, handkerchief today. You go to camp tomorrow. You are fasting because you don't want to die. You are not eating because you don't want to die. And some of you, I tell you today, the only reason why you do good to others is because you don't want to die. You are not giving to God. You are not releasing back to the spirit of life. You are simply giving to your fear. Simply giving to your fear. Simply giving to your fear. Religion thrive on this. Terrorism thrive on this. So Christianity will scare you of hellfire. So when you die, Jesus is coming soon. The rapture is taking place. The world is coming to an end. The instrument of death. As if those who do not even go to church will not die also. Sorry for bringing my mama to this. She's a very good friend of mine. We were talking 2 days ago and she was like, I believe when I die, my rapture has taken place. I said, yeah, you got it right, mama. Death is like an harvest of souls back to where it came from. Death is like a return on investment for the spirit of life. The day you close your eyes, you can't breathe again. You have been raptured. You have been harvested. The end of your world has come. It's like when you take a fish out of the water, the end of its world has come because it can't live like a fish on the ground. So, for in case of those people who are waiting for the end of the world and rapture, if that's the reason why you follow Yeshua, no, you do not know exactly why you are here. So, a little ailment, you don't want to die. You plead the blood of Jesus. What is the essence of pleading the blood of Jesus? You want to eat, you plead the blood. You want to bath, you plead the blood. You plead the blood. What is the essence of pleading the blood of a man? And you don't think you are a ritualist. When you see a ritualist who kill goat, kill ram and all that, you say they are ritualists. When you see a ritualist who kill human being, you say this is a ritualist. Let's sentence them to death. But every single day you plead the blood. You are always calling for the blood of another person. Blood, bloody human being. Why? Because you are scared of death. The instrument of death has become the ultimate reason why you think you want to know God. See, we the seekers do not do what we do because we want to see God. We do what we do because we want to become God. We are not seeking so we can die and meet God. This motivation is not about heaven or hell. We are not even thinking about afterlife. We want to be useful for this life. People who are not useful for where they are right now are thinking they will be useful in the afterlife. That's nonsense. So a seeker is not seeking so as to meet God. A seeker is seeking so as to become the fullness of God while he's still here. So whatever happens after life, let the spirit of life take shadow. Islam tells you death is ultimate sacrifice for Allah. I do not know how, if Allah is truly the spirit of life, truly the spirit of life, I do not know how he wanted to please him by dying. How will the one who give you life want you to please him by dying again? What's the end of giving you the life? Why should someone be killed because other will be alive? What is the justice? What is the righteousness there? Where is the righteousness and the neutrality of the source of life, the spirit of life? If someone needs to be killed so that you can be alive, that's partiality. And in Islam, they say, okay, when you go to war because you want to fight for your Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you die during the war, which means only war, jihad, you will meet Allah in heaven. He will give you the best of wine, the best of women, and all of those things in life. Do you think critically? Do you have intelligence to reason this thing out? When you die, your body decays, goes into the soil. You are just a common fertilizer. The maggot that will eat the rest of your body is living inside of you right now. Don't you believe me? Stop breathing for a second. You start smelling. Before 1 minute, maggot start. The maggot that will eat you is living. You are feeding the maggot that will eat you. Come to that reality. Come to the reality. For once, come to the reality that every time you are hungry to feed what will eat you. So you are giving food to what will eat you at the end of the day. You are a food for something too. Maybe when you realize those things, you will think well before you take action sometimes. When you want to acquire everything, when you want to take everything, you realize that you are acquiring it for something else and someone else to inherit. Maybe you take it slow, you share what you have. Your death is actually not adding to the spirit of life. No, no, it doesn't. It's not. It is only adding manure to the floor, to the ground, to fertilize the soil. If your nose will decay, your body will decay, every part of you will decay. I'm just wondering now, what part of you will you use to have sex when you get to Alijana as a Muslim fighting for Allah? Are you with me? They make you look at death as a way to repay back life to the one who gave it to you. Using death to repay back life to the one who gave it to you. That doesn't make sense. Intelligent people don't think that way. But because you are not thinking outside the box, you think that death is the best way to pay back the one who gave you life. It doesn't need you dead. It needs you alive. That's why it pushed you out of the spiritual realm to gather the body and the mind to be useful here. So you think how to pay him back is to die. You are useless to the spirit of life, dead. And he gave you so many promises. They said you're going to meet 72 virgins in heaven. You're going to drink the best wine in heaven. How does that sound? How do you have sex with a woman in heaven, so to say, which is a spiritual atmosphere, without your penis? Have you thought about it? Remember, this platform is for the seekers. You can be a Muslim and be a seeker, a Christian and be a seeker. A seeker is someone who doesn't draw conclusion, but use one conclusion to get to another. How do you have sex with women, virgins in heaven, when you are going to decay? Where's your penis? Anything earthly doesn't get to heaven, according to the spiritual people. So how do you manage it? All right, the Christianity also said to you that in my father's house there are many mansions. How do you take bricks here and build mansions there? Can you see the reality that there is nothing like heaven or hell waiting for you somewhere? And if they exist, you should not worry yourself about it. You know how many times they took money from you and tell you that the more money you give to the church, the higher your skyscraper is going in heaven? That some angels are building for you where you are, where you're going to, using the instrument of death to render you earthly useless. Can you reason between the lines? That even if heaven exists truly, it is not existing on anything that you have ever seen. All of the things you have ever seen in your life, either Gadagote cement, sugar, wine, women, men, you know that Yeshua Amachia even says something. He said, there is no marriage there, no recognition of each other. There is nothing like I'm meeting you in heaven and all that. Do good while you are still here. Don't bother yourself about tomorrow. When he was talking about the parable of worry not about tomorrow, he was talking to you about when you die. Don't worry about what happens to you when you die. Focus on what you do while you are still alive. Life should be the ultimate. What you are doing with the breath that you are taking right now should be the ultimate. The chance you got between inhaling and exhaling, what do you do with it, should be the ultimate. And when you daily live a life of responsibility, taking responsibility for each and every of your inhaling, exhaling. Okay, you got a chance to exhale now. Okay, do good now before you end. That's what should be the ultimate. While you're still alive. Not when you can't repeat the process of dying and living again. And to break this bubble now, your body is filled up with cancerous cells. I hope you know that. That cancer is not a spiritual attack. I hope you know. Can we calm down now? Do you know that cancer is not a spiritual attack? The people in your father's house, your generational curses does not cause you cancer. Everyone have cancerous cells in there. When these cancerous cells begin to now malfunction, that's when you begin to become cancerous. It becomes terminal. In some cases, it can be taken care of something. When you come to the reality that you carry cancerous cells around alone, you should know that death is not something that is a big deal to you. You are a death waiting to happen. Should you be concerned about the day you will die? No. Should you be concerned about how you're going to die? No. But what should you be concerned about while you are still alive? Give the ultimate sacrifice. What is the ultimate sacrifice? We don't need you dead. We need you alive. What are you doing for the living? Are you making a living or you are serving the living? So many people are busy making a living. Myself, what I'm going to get, my car, my house, and all that. While the essence of your existence here is to make the living. Making a living is money wise, making the living is humanitarian wise. You got the chance. Some people don't have the chance. This is the ultimate goal in life. Whenever you have the chance to do good, do it without looking back. Do the goodness without even thinking twice. Not because it's a Muslim, Christian, unbeliever, and all that, Hindu, monk, whatever it is, because life is about giving. That is the whole meaning of what is called life. And that is the priority of the spirit of life. Give, 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 give. In giving, you become larger than life. So when you die, you truly don't die. Do you get the point? When you die, you truly don't die, because as long as we remember your name, as long as one tells the story of your life that is worth living to another life, and they keep saying it over and over again, whenever they mention your name, you are truly not dead. How useful are you in the grave? So many of you are yet to be cancerous or terminal because it's not malfunctioning yet, not because you don't carry it around. It's like a baby that was born. You find some amount of staphylococcus on them. It is when the staphylococcus begin to now malfunction that we begin to look for antibiotics for them to regulate the activity of that staphylococcus. Ikú tó máa pa kálukú wa ń bẹ lára wa. In English, the death that will kill each and every one of us, we carry it around. We even put the sign-up cloth on those deaths. We feed them good food. We take our death to international places. We take it to Dubai. We take it to we go on tourism and excursion with our death. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, I'm still alive. Let me be useful to those who are still alive. So, what should be the ultimate now? Is it death? When you leave this place now and you hear that your relative or someone dies, should you be downtrodden? Should you be sad? Should you be scared that when it's going to be my time? Or should you extract a lesson about how they live their life and see how you can improve on it? Surely this life is the greatest invention. This life is the greatest mechanic and most sophisticated machine in the world. So if I've seen the way you live your life and how you ended up, what should be my own resolution? I take your lesson, the things you are not able to achieve, the things you did wrongly, and I better it. I become the update version of your software while waiting for me also to get out of market. Yahoo and Nokia should teach you a lesson. Natural death comes because there are competitors. People are being born every day. Human beings are coming. Updated version of who you are coming into this world every single day. So when you have the chance to still be the one who is still alive, while there is Samsung, while there is iPad, while there is iPhone, make the best of your upgrade instead of you lamenting. Instead of you thinking, oh, when will I die too? Well, no. Death is not the ultimate. Life is the ultimate. What you do with the breath given is the ultimate. So you extract lesson from those who are dead, and you become a better version of them. And when you are going also, release your programming language to other people. Let them improve on it. We need improvement in this world. We don't need decrease in intelligence. We don't need decrease in intelligence. So nobody should ever at any point in time tell you that the spirit of life wants you to die for it. How can you die for the one who gave you life? How can you die for the very software that can make you run? It's like the casing of a phone saying, I want to die for the software within me. You are just dying for free. The highest is that we will install the same software in another van. You carry on. You can't die for the spirit of life. If you are a Muslim today, when you're talking about jihad, you can't die for the spirit of life. And if you die, all those things they promise you, if it is good and it is true, why are they, those people that are indoctrinating you to go and kill yourself because there are 70 people, do you know what it means to be in love with one virgin? Don't talk of 72. Those people convincing you they will be there before you. He said it's Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that told you these things. If he didn't die in jihad, the one who told you this did not die during jihad. If it is that sweet, if it is that sweet. Jesus, in the beginning of his ministry, will tell people there's a place so far away, it is called the kingdom of God. I have come to take you there. And when he gathered enough people to listen to him, he told them, don't deceive yourself. There is no place anywhere. The kingdom of God is inside of you. Can you see the marketing strategy? First, there is a better place. Very beautiful. Awesome looking. No sorrow, no tears, nothing. I'm taking you there. Follow me. And people really are eager to follow. Why? Because human beings have messed up the whole earth. They are looking for a way of escape. Whenever we know there is option B, we make mess of option A. Whenever a human being knows that, okay, there is a way of escape from where I am right now, there is no reason to make this place a better place. There's a reason why when you get your US visa, you don't care about what happens to Nigeria anymore. That's what happens to you when they tell you that, okay, through the instrument of death, you can escape this and go to that place. So the moment you feel depressed or things are not going your way, you think when you die, you're not getting to that place. You have to see it yourself. Why are you trying to run away? We are in it together. You have issue? Let's solve it together. Speak. Let's find a way out of it. We need you alive. There's creativity in you. There is your wiring. There is your uniqueness. We need it in this world. Don't die on us. You can't, because you face a little challenge, just jump over the bridge or just take poison. Death is not the ultimate. It will solve your problem. It will pass the problem on to other people. So when Jesus saw that, okay, a lot of people are now listening to me. Okay, I have a ministry of 5,000 now. Let me now tell them the truth. The kingdom of God is where? Is inside of you. Now, when you can see the kingdom of God, the one I told you, whatever it is you have pictured in your mind, replicate it here. How? Take care of your neighbors. It now change their direction from dying to go to heaven to living to be useful on earth. Feed your neighbor. Clothe them. House them. Take a trip to the prison. Have you been to the prison before? I'm asking you. I'm asking. Have you intentionally left your house, put on your dress, get some gift, and head to prison? Someone asks you, where you going, ma? Where you going? I'm going to the prison. How does it? Don't go to prison. Go to police stations. People are suffering, especially in police stations here in Nigeria. Make some donuts and some zobo. Visit a station around you. Tell the DPO, I want to feed them. Feed them. They have not been convicted yet. Even if they have been convicted, the body needs food. Don't go to prison. Don't start with prison. Go to police stations. Feed people in the cells. You know, when they come out, you're the first person they will reach out to. In that, you are saving a life. That is your reason for it. Someone say, okay, do I need to have a lot of money to be able to do charity work and all of that? I say, no. And you don't even need to have it registered, except you are running on public fund, like we do in Crystal Love Support Foundation. I said, humanitarian service or NGO work is not something that you need to have a name for. It's something that should be your lifestyle. If you do your part, I do my part, everybody do their part, then we will know that life is the ultimate. Life is the ultimate. Lower your guard and the ego. Go to a garage. Relate with those people you call touts. Those people you call agbero. They need love. They need it from you. Speak to them. Surely they have things that they are hiding with all these their ragamuffin lifestyle. They can cry. They also can shed tears. You see their packaging, you think this is devil incarnate. But when you touch their heart, you see angels without wings. So while you are busy thinking of, oh, how will I die? Will I die now? And all, no. You are too selfish. That's why you think of death. People who think of death are selfish people who are not useful to this world. Pick up yourself from being selfish. Don't think about yourself. Don't worry about tomorrow. Where you will end up when you die is determined by what you do to people here, not because you go to church or you go to mosque. Only those who have done evil or are scared of, okay, what will be my lot, that are very heaven, hell, heaven, hell. We are busy here, sir. We are busy here, man. I am busy fulfilling lives. I'm writing my name in the heart of people. I'm still writing it. There are generations upon generations that are still coming. I still want to meet them. There are beautiful things I still want to do in this world. Let the ultimate of your life be that you spend yourself for humanity, not the day you die, how you die. Most of you are leaving your country because you think life expectancy in other countries are also high. People die everywhere. Do you know that? People die of cold where you are going. Yeah. People die of heat where you are coming to. The marriage you are in a rush to run into killed someone. And the singleness you are rushing to come out killed someone. So either the masculine part of your experience or the feminine part of your experience is just part of life. Should you be concerned about the destination more than how you get there? You are not a banking institution. They appreciate your result more than the way you get the result. But you are in life. You are product of divinity. You are seeking to know better. Be concerned about how you get the result, not the result you have gotten. And then being concerned about how you get the result, you realize that daily you are dying. So why worry about death anyway? Every single day you die. Every single second you die. So why worry about death? Death is just part of you. It should not be something that bothers you. It should not be something that scares you. When you hear about people dying or people not dying, it should not be something that moves you. You should concern yourself about, okay, did they do what they ought to do? They didn't do it. Can I add it to my own task? Keep living. And don't you ever die for no one. Not Jesus, not Muhammad, not Allah, not me, not anybody. No one is worth dying for. No one is worth dying for. That's why religion will always be the major cause of death in this world. Because you want to prove to your pastor that you have faith in the Goya oil, you want to go and take malaria drug. You are testing your own body and you die of common malaria. The one who is a terrorist that captured you is saying he's fighting for his God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You that is saying, I'm a Christian, I cannot deny Jesus, I cannot deny Jesus. God forbid I deny Jesus, and they kill you. You are also fighting for your, I don't know, the two of you. Don't worry. Let me not use other word. In continue worry, I made you. You are fighting for the one who does not need you to fight for. You're fighting for the one who does not even know if your name is B or A. The greatest mandate of the spirit of life for you is to live and let others also live. You are useless to the spirit of life when you are dead. Take care of your health, eat well, exercise. Make enough money that will allow you to thrive in good health. And when you make it, share some with other people. You don't need everything you own right now. Surely you don't need it. You don't need it. Honestly, you don't need it. Check your wardrobe. You don't need most of the things you have there. All these cars you are buying, you don't need them. Check your storehouse. You don't need most of the food you got there. Your fridge is filled up with food that you are not going to eat. You throw them away. You don't need them. Let it go round. That's the ultimate of your living. Some of you have so much money in your account that your spouse doesn't know about them. Nobody knows about what you got. So when you die, nobody is declaring your property. The bank manager just invest your money over and over and over and over, and even sometimes embezzle it because you are too careful about. And then when you die, nobody knows your beginning or your ending. You don't need most of these things. You think about it again. What is the ultimate? Is it to die or to be alive and do what is best? To do what is best. There's a prophet called David. He had killed some people, the champion of some people, and he found himself in that place. And they were going to capture him to kill him. And he feigned madness. He failed. He did as if he's mad. Why? Because he knows that, how you do? Life is sweet. I still got to be king. I still got to live my life. I still got a Bathsheba to have sex with. I still got a Solomon to give her. Life is the ultimate, not death. So he denied his own self to stay alive for the next. That's what they seek out. Do what it takes to stay alive to the next day. You are still useful. You think you know it all, so you want to give up. There are new inventions and new knowledge, new understanding coming every day. You don't want to miss out on all this beautiful thing that is happening. You are not used to this world dead or to the spirit of life dead. We need you alive. And life should be the ultimate. And what you do with that life should also be one thing that is your foremost priority. Helping the needy, putting a smile on people's face. Not just making a living, but making the living. Not just making a living, but making the living. And this is what I want to leave with you. Death is not a punishment for doing it good, or life a reward for doing well or doing good. Till the next time we see again, my name is Greatman Ayilara, and this is what I want you to do. Share with as many people as possible. Let's grow this community. If you're joining us for the first time, your subscribe button is gonna charge, it's not gonna charge you anymore. But make sure you also put on the notification button so that you know when we are live. This is where you seek and you find what you're looking for. The truth and nothing but the truth. You're also welcome to join us in this organization, Crystal Love Support Foundation, where we share love with people. Do not forget, I told you about the story of a woman and a child that I saw in in a garage where they're begging for food. I told you about this woman. She's blind. This is her daughter, 7-year-old child. I met them in the park as early as 5:30 a.m. in the morning in the cold. Summertime is in Nigeria right now, begging for alms, finding a way to eat. And sometimes they sleep in this garage overnight, exposed to rape, many rape, and all that. No, the child is out of school. We're trying to put them in a home, set up a business that this woman can do. We want to put them out of the street forever. This is the ultimate for us, not dying, not going to church, not going to mosque. Human being is the ultimate for us. If you want to be one of us, you can send me a mail of inquiry to greatmanayilara@gmail.com, greatmanayilara@gmail.com, or you want to know how to donate, you can just reach me on 08078384845, 08078384845. Type it over there, you can get the number there. Just ask me, how do I put in my own part for this family to get up the thing? As of now, we are getting like 400,000 as of now. Our target is just 1 million naira alone. We want to get this one out of the street forever and we face another project. Just 1 million naira is our target. We have gotten to 400,000 as I speak to you right now. Is there anything they need in your hands to also do this? This is the ultimate for us. Not dying, not just having so many luxury of life. Because when we look away from these ones and allow them to be raped over and over again, and this child growing up in the garage and her life just messing up, what if tomorrow she becomes the secretary of the United Nations or the very first female president of this country and turn the whole world around? Would you say, when you had a chance, you didn't do what is ultimate? I bow to the divinity in you. Namaste. Bye for now. Welcome to another episode of Greatman Ayilara Teaching, where we seek simply to know. Please ensure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification button, and to share with your friends.